infantry.
Right there.
Hey, madness! What the hell you doing? Get out your church and follow me. Army of Israel infantry. Native American! What the hell you doing? Get out your church and follow me. Army of Israel infantry.
Come back and keep the Lord's statute commandments of the Most High. Read.
Then he said to me, son of man, these bones, Salakia. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the blood came in unto them, and they lived, and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
An exceeding great what?
An exceeding great army.
What are we?
An exceeding great army.
The army of Israel. The Most High is raising up a spiritual army. Hallelujah. 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 The Most High is raising up an army right before our enemies' eyes. Right before you Negroes, Western and Hispanics' eyes, man. The Most High is raising up a great and exceeding army. Now let's see who are the people that this prophecy and this parable is speaking of. Wait.
Then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
The whole house of who?
Israel.
The whole house of who?
Israel.
No, everybody.
Israel.
Anybody.
Israel.
Somebody.
Israel.
The whole nation of Israel, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, which is made up of the so-called Negro, Western, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. And yeah, we may have some agents out there. We have a lot of agents out there that want to say that the so-called Hispanics are not part of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. When the Bible prophesied the 10 tribes coming over here in ships thousands of years before we came here, the so-called Negroes, the so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians. Okay, this is historical facts, man. Okay. All the history concerning the 10 tribes being here already on this side of the world. But we have agents that want to discriminate against their own selves, man. And we here to bring back the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Give me the 15th verse.
The word of the Most High came again unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it.
How many sticks?
Take one stick.
So we're supposed to be divided.
Take one stick.
We're supposed to take one stick
and write upon it for Judah.
For who?
For Judah.
Write upon it for Judah, which is representing the North, the southern kingdom.
And for the children of Israel, his companions, then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel.
For who?
For all the house of Israel.
For Solomon.
Israel, his companions, and join them one to another in one stick.
One stick. This is the goal and the purpose of what the Most High is bringing across. And all you schools and camps out there that can't see that, you have a problem and you're going against the prophecies and commandments of this Bible. You can try to bend and twist and rearrange all you want. The Most High is creating a great and exceeding army. We are representing that army, the army of Israel, which is the 12 tribes, the whole house of the nation of Israel. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, right? Ephraim and Manasseh, the so-called Puerto Ricans and Cubans, right? The so-called Negro, West Indian Haitians, and all the other tribes, the other 8 tribes, 7 tribes, okay? Which is make up of the Mexicans, the Peruvians, right? The Brazilian Indians, the Venezuelans, Colombians, right? Hondurans, okay? Who else? We got give me the Colombia, Chile, Paraguay, all right, Ecuador. You got Honduras, Costa Rica. Here we go. We're gonna read the signs. Argentina, Colombia, Uruguay. I pretty much mentioned them all. Ecuador, okay, Venezuela. You got all the other tribes, las naciones de Israel que vienen de Sudamérica, Centroamérica, okay, México,
de Texas, todas las áreas que hacen las 10 tribus de Israel, que nos juntamos con las 12 tribus de Israel, con los morenos, nuestros hermanos, que están por las islas del Caribe y que están ahí en Norteamérica y por Sudamérica. Las 12 tribus de Israel, el ejército de Israel, ¿ok? Para despertar a ustedes hispanos, latinos, de los morenos que están por toda parte del mundo perdidos, porque el hombre blanco los puso en cautividad y les robó su identidad, les robó su lenguaje y su cultura, le ha robado todo. Estamos aquí atrás para darle para atrás su sabiduría que Dios nos dio a nosotros para darles a ustedes, ¿ok?
So we're going to give all praise to the Most High, Maharawchaa. We're here to teach the Bible, to wake up our people, okay? We got Psalms 83. We're going to close out with the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter, and we're going to go about our business, okay? And we'll be back here in another couple of weeks or so. I know my friend who waved to me across the street, he's ready for me to leave. I'll be leaving in a few minutes, okay? I know you're ready for me to go, right? Get out of here. You don't want to hear that Bible no more.
What you got? This is Psalms, the 83rd chapter, starting at the 4th verse. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation.
Right. All the nations are in cahoots against you. So they say, let us cut them off from being a nation. Right?
That the name of Israel, Israel,
Israeli,
Israel,
Jewish,
Israel, Israel may be no more in remembrance.
The nation of Israel should be no more in remembrance. There's no history in the history books in school that mentions the nation of Israel. Only way you're going to find the nation of Israel is in the Old Testament in the Bible. Okay? All the other world governments and kingdoms that ruled the earth is recorded in your public school history books. You have the ancient Babylonians with Nimrod. You have Egypt with Pharaoh. You have the Assyrians. You have the Persian and Medes. You have the Greeks. You have the Romans. All the way up to the Spanish, the French, the so-called European dynasties and America. Where is the kingdom and the nation of Israel in world history? They try to make the nation of Israel as a fantasy, right? As only a religious, biblical folk tale. When the nation of Israel was in every captivity that's recorded in your history books. There's a captivity under the Egyptians. There's a captivity under the Syrians. There's a captivity under the Persians. There's a captivity under the Babylonians. There's a captivity under the Greeks. There's a captivity under the Romans. The captivity here in the Greco-Roman Empire called America, which is the final kingdom and is ought to be destroyed. And the so-called white man, woman, and child is going to be the new Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben on the damn pancake in the rice box. When we're coming to a theater near you, I'm sorry, it's the judgment. When the prophets came and told Israel they was going to captivity, it didn't matter what we said, how we felt, how we tried to run and escape. Our behinds fell under our enemies for breaking the law, statute, commandments that's recorded in this Bible. This is not personal. This is business of the Most High, but then again, it is personal. Okay? Because you nations have destroyed my people. And our people is about to wake up. You Hispanics, it's time for you to wake the hell up. You're not white. No matter how much you want to act like you're not a Negro, you running around doing salsa music and rice and peas and polo and whatever the hell else you eating. You eating pork chops just like I'm eating pork chops. What they call a pork chop?
Puerco, chuleta.
Chuleta. Y'all like that chuleta, right? Negroes like the chuleta too, the pork chop. Right? You like the chicken, right? How you say the chicken?
Pollo.
Pollo, you like the pollo, right? Right? Negroes like pollo too, right? Whatever you want to call the damn thing. Right? You Negroes and Hispanics just something else. You Negroes and Hispanics live in the same damn community, right next door to each other, but then you act like you different. You Negroes right in the next cell in prison, but you act like you're different. You Negroes are right in the damn welfare office, you Hispanics and Negroes, but you act like you're different. Right? You Negroes in the food stamp office together, unemployment line, right, together, but you act like you're different. Right? You call a nigger and you Hispanics call Hispanic nigger. Speak in a wetback. Right? The so-called white man don't like you Hispanics. Right? They came and took your damn land in South America, in Central America, in Mexico, and kicked your ass out. Okay, and made New Mexico. Right? Because they don't like you damn Hispanics. But you think the white man and all the nations like you. The only people that try to like you is the Chinese because they want to damn migrate with you. A lot of you Hispanics, you're not even you're not even Israelites. Okay, a lot of y'all gooks because you mix with the gooks in the Chinese stores. Right? Every tribe got somebody they mixing with. Right? You know what I'm saying? The West Indians mixed up with the damn East Indians. The Coolies. Right? Y'all mix up with them. A lot of y'all talking like, yeah, man. What wine's that? Y'all ruled about this from the yard, man. You're not but a damn coolie, man. You're a damn East Indian. That's who you are. A lot of Mexicans and South Americans, you have mixed with the damn Chinese. Okay? And you're damn Chinese children. You're a bunch of bastards. Okay? You Negroes, you mix with every damn body. You Negroes are a bunch of damn whores on the planet Earth. You want to sleep with the white man, the Chinese man, the Japanese man, the African man, the East Indian man, the man from the planet Pluto. You mix with any damn thing. Okay? You Negroes, man. Y'all something else, man. And y'all a head. Right? And the Bible says a whole head is sick. So we got to get it together, Israel. We have to get it together. You reading something? Oh, Psalm 83, right? Let's finish that.
For they have consulted together with one.
With one consent,
they are confederate against thee.
Look up the word confederate. When I was studying, when I looked up the word confederate, it goes back to the League of Nations. Point blank period. So the United Nations is where all these nations are conspiring against the so-called Negro West Indians. My friend, he know. He know. How you doing? Hope you have a good night. Get home, get a nice glass of hot chocolate or some tea. Turn to the television. He said, wrap it up. He told me to wrap it up. I'm about to leave in 2 minutes, okay?
The tabernacle of Edom.
The tabernacle of Edom. My big brother Edom. Esau, so-called white man, European. You're my big brother. But you've been naughty to your little brother, the so-called black man. You've been naughty to us. Okay, you have abused your little brother Jacob. Read.
The tabernacle of Edom and the Israelites.
And the Arabs. Okay? I don't like the Arabs. Now, Arabs are Edomites. Arabs are Esau. Right? How the hell Esau going to be Ishmael? How the hell two different nations, Ishmael became 12 sons. Right? Esau had sons. I think Esau had 12 sons when you read the book of Genesis, the 36th chapter. So now you're going to make Ishmael and Esau the same people. You Negroes are something else. You brothers, you Hebrews, okay? Microwave Israelites just came to the truth yesterday, right? And now all of a sudden you know more than everybody else. Yes, señorita, mira, mami. Esto negro. No blanco, mami, señorita. Negro, black, chocolate. Good. What you got?
And a lot of these cats will be saying that Arabs are Esau and the Israelites are all Negroes are usually these young ass cats. You know what I mean? Rebellious children. Even within Israel, you're a bunch of rebellious children.
Right.
All right? And you don't honor the elders and you don't go by the teachings of the ancients, man. You're a bunch of rebellious children. And that's why Israel needs to be punished. All right? Y'all gotta get punished. All right? Y'all gotta get punished for vexing Northern Kingdom. Straight up. All right? This curse is still going on of Deuteronomy 28 and 54. Your eyes should be evil towards your brother, man. It's still happening even in Israel. All right?
Let's get that in Isaiah 13. I'm sure you vex evil. Get that Isaiah 13 and let's get that. It's Isaiah 13 or Isaiah 12. Either one, fine. I can't find it right now. Okay? My memory, I don't know, I'm getting old. Can't pull all the scriptures no more. A little rusty. I gotta get back in the study chambers. But it's all good. Okay? Yeah, and I love the scripture here too. I just gotta find it. Hold on, say something. Say something.
Good. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 54. All right? Because a lot of you Israelites, a lot of you microwave Israelites, okay, the instantaneous oatmeal Israelites that are coming out now, all y'all do, okay, All you gotta do is you're learning from YouTube, you're learning from Facebook. You're not really coming to a camp. You know what I mean? You're not studying with any of the elders. You're doing your own thing. You want to be famous. You want fame. All right? And I don't see any of you coming out and holding camp. Come to New York and New Jersey. Y'all over there in Ohio, wherever you are, in a barn, okay, with damn cows and chickens. Maybe 3 people listening to you. All right? You're not coming to the cities. You're not coming to the main street of Concourse, all right, where people are really flooding, where they can ask you questions, okay, and they can buck up against you to see if you have the spirit of a true warrior, all right? Anybody can sit behind a computer, but y'all are not coming out here and feeding the sheep, okay? You're a bunch of scary squirrels, all right? Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 54. Come. Let's get it, all right? Because this is nonsense, man. This hatred between Judah and Ephraim is going to stop. And the Most High is going to make it stop, and you're not going to like it.
Read. Deuteronomy 28:54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother.
The man that is tender among you and very delicate, man. When David and Jonathan, man, that was Bible bromance. You know what I mean? They loved each other better than a woman. Okay? They would die for each other. All right, Jonathan had David's back. That was, man. All right, a lot of you can't even have a discussion, okay, or a problem without bringing it out on Facebook or some kind of social media. All right, or going around and talking behind people's back. Y'all don't want to be men and men up and do what the Bible tells you. You're supposed to go to your brother, okay, face to face, and if he will not hearken, then you get 2 witnesses. All right, then you get a counsel. But a lot of you don't want to do that. All right, a lot of you want to buck up against your brother, speak behind each other's back, and a lot of you are from these camps, man. These camps that are teaching all Negro Israelites, okay, that are teaching the Esau is the Arab. You have no proof, okay. You're really bad at geography, okay, and you're really bad at etymology of words, okay. So y'all need to get your act together and do some serious study. Come back to the men of the Lord. And these camps, man, that are teaching in the streets. Y'all don't have the spirit with you, okay? We know you don't have the spirit because you're not doing the 2 greatest commandments, which is to love thy brothers, okay, as thyself. You're hating on your brother, all right? You got what you need up?
And I'm looking in Isaiah 13, but it's Isaiah 11:13. All right, I'm looking at 13:11. You read it? Got it?
The envy also of Ephraim shall depart.
What?
The envy also of Ephraim shall depart.
We know that there's envy amongst the nation of Israel. Matter of fact, jump up to the 12th verse.
And he shall set up an ensign.
Read it again.
And he shall set up an ensign for the nation.
Hold on. The Bible said we should set up an ensign for the nation. What is that ensign that people is hating on? Right? The 12 tribe sign. Okay? With the southern and northern kingdom, which makes up the so-called Negro, West Indians, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Whether you like it, accept it, or not, Negro.
And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel.
We're assembling the outcasts of Israel. Okay? The Most High is calling the low of the nation of Israel. Calling you outcasts, man. You probably an outcast in your family. You probably the black sheep in your family. The rebellious one in your family. But the Most High is going to call you to this truth.
And gather together the dispersed of Judah.
And the gather dispersed of Judah. Okay? Because Israel is scattered all over the globe, right?
From the 4 corners of the earth.
From the 4 corners of the earth. So Israel and Judah have been scattered, and he's going to gather the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. We just read that in Ezekiel 37 chapter. And how he's doing that with the word of the Bible. Okay? And YouTube, which is helping to bring forth this word. All right?
The envy also of Ephraim.
What?
The envy also of Ephraim shall depart.
Right. There's a lot of jealousy with the northern kingdom. Okay? A lot of envy. Because the so-called Negro has been exalted over him in his society. Okay? And Judah, they make it easier for them when they were migrating to the States. If you remember, if you're from the Bronx, you remember when the Puerto Ricans and them was coming? We were like, get out of here. Who these damn Spanish-speaking niggas is, man? You know what I'm saying? We used to be trying to fight them and every damn thing, man. Okay? And the Bible prophesied that.
The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
See that? Because we're going to come together. And this is what the Bible is prophesying, man. So we understand what's going on in society. These cats get mad. They don't like us. The Spanish people don't like you, Negroes. Because the Bible said it. Tommy, have you read the book of Isaiah, the 11th chapter? It said that they would envy you. Okay? The so-called Negro is in the top of the government. Right? He's the top athlete. Right? Okay? He's a top entertainer. Whatever the case is, the so-called Negro is usually at the top. Then is the other tribes. Okay? So of course they envy. And the so-called white man had put that spirit to divide us up. So we won't trust and love each other. So the Hispanic will say, he's negro. Negro, don't make it negro. Right? And the Negro will say, the hell with them Spanish-speaking niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? But nobody envy when it comes to the women, though, right? The Spanish man like the black woman, and the black man like the Hispanic woman. And all the nations love our women. Okay, so the Bible prophesied that, and the 12 tribe sign has been gathering the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel for years, for decades. So you new age wannabe microwave popcorn Israelites, sit down behind your keyboard, who want to go out in the highways and byways and build the nation of Israel, or do anything constructive for the nation of Israel or for yourself in this ministry, then you need to shut your damn mouth up. How the hell are you going to say you don't have an elder? How are you in the truth or know you're a Hebrew Israelite, but all of a sudden now you're not an elder? You don't have no elder. How the hell you learn the Bible? Give me Isaiah 30 and 20, man. You people are bugged out your damn mind. And a lot of you are a bunch of agents, and a lot of you are not about the truth that claim you're Israel. Going around trying to be hateful to your own people. Okay? The same people that's in your community, you disrespect them. Alright? But the Most High is going to destroy all of that. Okay? The Bible is real, and the Bible is factual. Okay? All these damn doctrines popping up out of nowhere. You also get that in 1 Timothy, the 4th chapter, all the doctrines. Okay, then you get mad because nobody want to listen to you. You get mad at the elders and say, oh, y'all don't want to listen. Y'all, you got the old doctrine. So what, you got a new doctrine? Well, we got some old doctrine, but got a new doctrine. Okay, which is false. The Bible says seek out the old way, the old path. Okay, what you got, bro? You got
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity.
Yes, we catching adversity as a nation and as prophets and teachers within the nation, within the truth. Okay? Well, our people is in adversity. Since we came over here and Congo slave ships, since we broke the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High centuries ago, we have stayed in adversity. Cheese. So you trying to take a picture on the low and your agent? What are you, agent man?
And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
See, we pushed up in the corners, right? We up in the corners, right? We got a media blackout about the Hebrew Israelites. But since we're teaching the truth, or we're not teaching the truth, and we're teaching false doctrine, why not make a spectacle out of us? Why not put us all over the media, the television shows, and let us rant and rave? Because they speaking lies anyway. Okay, so we can laugh at them with their Power Ranging costumes or whatever else they doing. We can make mockery of them. Okay? But you Negroes, you he-fools in Israel that claim you're Israel, which just crept in unawares, like the book of Jude says, okay? You're nothing but a damn parasite within the nation of Israel, bringing false doctrine, and a lot of you have white women as wives. So you have to find a damn doctrine to justify your damn Edomite lover. Okay? Wait.
And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee.
See, when you walk, right? Shalom, brother. When you walk, you're going to hear this word, man. Right? What are we teaching? Tell them what we're teaching in Spanish, right?
Estamos enseñando que los latinos, los morenos, somos las 12 tribus de Israel, los verdaderos hijos de Dios, y tenemos que regresar a los mandamientos, ¿ok?, de Dios que nos dio en la Santa Biblia, para él seguir la manera del hombre blanco y la manera de las otras naciones, ¿ok? Pero tiene que levantarse y traer a sus esposos y a sus hijos aquí para escuchar la palabra.
She looked back when he said, Maharawchaa for negro. She said, oh, wait a minute now. Hey, wait a minute there. Well, guess what? We here to teach the truth and nothing but the truth. Read that verse again.
And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee.
Yeah, when you walking down the street, right, and you going about your business, and then you walk by the prophets and teachers of the Most High, regardless of what camp they're in, the Most High have them out here to teach this word. Give me the book of Philippians, the 1st chapter, and believe read around the 8th verse, when it talks about the men that's out here teaching. Okay, some is contention, some preach for contention. Put that verse right there. Regardless if it's GMS, I'm not even going to say GMS, GMS, okay? Whether it's IUIC, whether it's Lions of Israel, okay? Whether it's We Got Next, whether it's FOPE, whether it's ISUPK, whether it's what? AOL, American Online, ALC, HODC, House of David, like one of the brothers said, we got every letter in the alphabet, okay, for a camp. And we're going to be bringing forth one camp, right, which is HIS, which is Maharawchaa, okay, coming to a theater near you. We're presenting the Hebrew Israelite Summit December 13th, and we call it for all nations and leaders, all schools and camps to be in attendance December 13th in Raleigh, North Carolina, and your Howard's camp is doing the hosting and House of David is doing presenting as well. Okay? So now, let's finish reading over here.
And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way.
What is the way?
This is the way.
Maharawchaa, Christ said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. The Bible.
Walk ye in it.
You need to walk in this Bible. Visto Cristo no blanco. Visto Cristo negro. Ooh, you didn't know that. You didn't know that. He's shaking his head no. Right? You think that Jesus Christ will have to put on suntan lotion? You think that Christ will get skin cancer for walking around in the desert? Right? Walking around in the sun? He is an inferior man? You got to be out your damn mind. Wait.
When you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left hand.
Whether you want to walk across the street and run from the word, you won't hear it. And we got the microphone system here so you can't escape. Okay? So we giving all glory and all praise to the Most High. Philippians is right after Galatians, I believe. Philippians. Okay? All right? So what you got? You got a verse for me? So you men that's saying you have no elders. How the hell you don't have an elder? How you learn the Bible? How you learn this truth? You just popped up out of nowhere here? Give me the book of Romans, the 10th chapter too. Okay, when it says, how can you be taught without a preacher? You know, you people are something else, man. You just want to exhort yourself and bring forth a doctrine because you want to be somebody. But you that try to exhort yourself to be abased. Okay, the Most High said the race is not given to the swift. Okay, so you have to endure, man. Time and chance happens to all men. What you got, brother?
Isaiah 58 verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression.
So we are here to show our people their transgressions. Okay? And everything goes back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Read.
Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
And we here to show the house of Jacob their sins. Okay? And that's why we are here telling you about the law, statutes, and commandments. Verse 14. Okay, read verse 14. We are here to tell you that you need to repent, Acts 3:19, come back to the law, statutes, commandments, man. All right? Psalms 19:7. What you got? Philippians
1:14. And many of the brethren in the Most High waxing confident by my bonds, are much more bold to speak the word without fear.
Right, and all the camps that's out there teaching this word out in the street, out in the highways and byways, okay, they're teaching with no fear. Okay, because we fear the Most High Maharawchaa. Okay, but you got these microwave Israelites, these popcorn Israelites popping up all over the place with no foundation, right? That want to be disrespectful to the ancient men. Wait.
Some indeed preach Yahawashi even of envy.
Right, we have these different things. You wonder why it can't be this, that, and the third. Where's prophesy? Read.
Christ Yahawashi even of envy and strife, and some also of goodwill. The one preached Yahawashi of contention, not sincerely, supposing to add affliction to my bonds, but the other of love, knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel.
And we're going to defend the gospel, all right, regardless of what camp that's out there bringing forth this word. We're going to defend the truth. We're going to defend who we are as a nation, whether you like it, accept it or not, man. Wait.
What then? Notwithstanding every way, whether in pretense,
whether they faked it and funk,
or in truth, Yahawashi is preached, and I therein do rejoice, and will rejoice.
We rejoice that this word is being blasted all over America. That the Negro, you're the real Jew, and the so-called white man and woman is your enemies. And they going down in the toilet bowl and they got about to be flushed. Okay? It's the reality of the fact. The white man, the civilization, the society have created wickedness to the highest level. Okay? And here we are fighting amongst each other because you have men that have pride and ego, okay, that want to exalt themselves. That's not being sincere. But the Bible prophesied that. We ain't going to go against the schools and camps, but they themselves is trying to form or are in their own camp. A bunch of hypocrites. Read.
Some indeed preach Yahawashi even of envy and strife.
Some preach it because they envious of other men. Oh, these brothers ain't that oldest. Who they think they are. Okay? We got the truth. Nigga been in the truth 2 days. 2 days he been in the truth. Now he knows something. Sit your behind there and come back in 20 years. Come back in 15 years. Come back in 10 years. Sit your little behind down, man. You ain't nothing but a damn baby. A baby. Then the Bible says something, you be born again. You should not enter the kingdom of heaven. So nigga, you came Negro Hebrew. You just came in the truth 2 days ago. 6 months ago, Negro, you ain't even walking yet. You a damn baby. Okay? Oh, I've been in the truth a year. You a damn toddler. Right? I've been in the truth 2 years. Yeah, you're damn, what would they say about the children when you're 2? Terrible 2. You're a damn terrible 2 Hebrew. A terrible 2 Hebrew running his damn mouth against men that have been in this knowledge most of their damn or half of their life. And here you go. Popped up yesterday, and now you got all the mysteries.
2-year elders.
2-year elders. You Negro Hebrews is something else, man. Read.
And some of goodwill, the one preached Yahawashi of contention.
Right, so there you go. You see the contentions that's going on. That's why we're trying to eradicate that through the Spirit of the Most High. We're trying to bring brothers together. Read.
Not sincerely.
Some brothers is not sincere. They see people on TV, they see brothers out there teaching the word, and they're behind the computer screen, and then they say, well, I want to be like that. Not because they want to come, not because they sincerely want to know the wisdom, knowledge and understanding, not because they really want to go out there and be an advocate of Maharawchaa, to gather the nation of Israel, but because some brothers say they want to be a YouTube star. Okay? They want to be a Hebrew celebrity. Okay? And if that's that man's course, if the Most High give the man a gift, okay, or a person a gift, that's his gift. You can't envy another man's gift. Okay? Be sincere in everything you do. Wait.
Supposing to add affliction to my bonds, but the other of love, knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel.
So no matter how angry you get, we're going to defend the gospel. Keep that what you already have. Hold fast till I come. How the hell are you going to tell me I got to listen to you? Man, you out your damn mind, my man. You bugged out, bro. Nobody listening to you. You not even listening to you.
But the other of love, knowing I am sent for the defense of the gospel, what then? Notwithstanding every way, whether in pretense or in truth, Maharawchaa is priest, and I therein do rejoice, and will rejoice.
And we rejoice. And will rejoice, giving all praise to Adonai Yahweh by her son, her Maharawchaa. Okay? And we will give all thanks and glory to our King, Maharawchaa, for bringing us out here this day in Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, right? The Ironbound, okay? Bringing forth the gospel to you, brother. The good news that you're a king and a priest, okay? And no matter how hard it's getting or how hard it is right now, you're going to receive a crown upon your head if you repent and keep the commandments of this Bible. Hallelujah. Okay, hallelujah. And acknowledge that you are a great man. Okay? And acknowledge the sins of your forefathers. The reason why we're suffering as a people, Lamentations 5. In Lamentations 5, we get a couple more. Lamentations 5 and 7. Okay? Is that we as a people, as black men and women, Hispanic men and women, we have broken the covenant. We have broken the law, statute, commandments that the Most High gave us, man. And we are not teaching our children. Give me Psalm 78 too. In the book of Psalms, the 78th chapter, and read like the third verse. What you got?
Lamentations 5 and 7. Our fathers have sinned.
See, our forefathers have sinned. You want to know why we came in conversations? Because our fathers have sinned. We're the people of the Bible. We're the people that came through the Red Sea. We're the people that dwelt in the wilderness for 40 years. We're the people that established the kingdom of heaven here on earth under King David and King Solomon. We're the greatest nation ever created on the planet Earth. But because we would not acknowledge our power, our Father Yahweh, and broke the commandments, he has put us under subjection under all our enemies, man. Wait.
Our fathers have sinned and are not.
Our fathers not here, but they sinned. Well, guess what?
And we have borne their iniquities.
And we have borne their iniquities. We are paying for the sins of our forefathers. That's why we're the first hired, the last hired. That's why we make up the ghetto systems, the prison systems, right? The unemployment system. The women don't respect you. You got to worry about a Negro killing you, the white man killing you, drugs, every goddamn thing. Bad alcohol, you're finished. We're ass the hell out. Why is that? Nobody likes you. Hey, look in America, guess what? You don't like him. That's why we got on the unbelievables. I would say that in a minute. Black women want to be the white woman. The white women want to be the black woman. But you're so simple and dumb and naive and hate yourself, you can't even see. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's sad. But we have to wake up. We have to realize that we are special people, and the Bible tells you that in the book of Deuteronomy 7 and 6. What you got, bro? What you got? Yeah, that's what you got for me? You picked that for me? Now read it. Whatever you got, bro. Read right here. Read from the top.
Give ear.
Where you at?
Psalms chapter 78 verse 1. Give ear, O my people, to my law.
See, brother, open up your ear. The Bible says give ear to my law. Right? The Bible speaks about law, statute, commandments. But the church says you don't have to follow the laws. You can do what the hell you want to do. Well, that's the law.
Incline your ears to the words of my mouth.
Incline your ears to the words of the Most High mouth. The Bible is the mouth of the Lord.
I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children.
And you are supposed to hide these words from your children. See, we are responsible for our children. So we must learn the righteous acts so we can teach our children so we can protect our sons and daughters. But because we refuse to come back and acknowledge the Lord, our children are suffering. Our children are dying. Wait.
Showing to the generation to come the praises of the Lord and his strength and his wonderful works that he has done.
And the Most High done wonderful works for us. Right? Read the Bible. Plenty of wonderful works. This coming out of Egypt is wonderful work. Coming out of this modern Egypt is going to be a glorious work. Wait.
For he established a testimony in Jacob.
No, everybody.
In Jacob.
No, the white man.
In Jacob.
And who?
In Jacob.
Yeah.
And appointed a law in
He
Israel.
appointed a law where?
In Israel.
No, he appointed a law in the Chinese.
In Israel.
No, in the Japanese.
In
In the
Israel.
Arabs.
In Israel.
Everybody?
In Israel.
Everybody?
In Israel.
Somebody?
In Israel.
Israel. Period. Read.
Which he commanded our fathers.
He didn't ask you, he commanded you. Read.
That they should make them know to their children.
Now how are you going to make it known to your children if you don't learn it? Huh? You have to make it known to your children. Okay? Because if you don't make these laws, such commands known to your children, then they're going to bore your what? Sins. Your iniquity. They're going to be in prisons, in jail, on drugs, on alcohol, getting raped, getting murdered. Huh? Read.
Ephesians 4 and 4. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Most High.
Come. You're supposed to nurture your children with the word of the Bible and the fear of the commandments of the Most High. So respect what the Bible is talking about. Not what your pork chop eating pastors are telling you, because they ain't doing nothing but singing and dancing. Dancing, singing. Church, pass the pot around, playing their instruments, how you dance like a damn jungle monkey. And then you get out the church like the Lord saved you, and walk outside and get hit by a damn truck and kill. Shalom. Wait.
That the generations to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children, that they might set their hope in God, and not forget the works of God, but keep his commandments, and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with God.
So we have to be steadfast with the Most High. It's time to wake up and repent and come back to the knowledge of the truth. We give it all praise once again, brother. We're going to be out here to bring forth this truth. Okay? We're going to come here, Most High will, once a month. Okay? We're going to have various different locations where we're going to teach. But listen, we give you our information. You ready to learn this word? Come back to the Heavenly Father and learn that Cristo no blanco. Cristo negro. I like to say negro. So all praise and all glory, man. This is all the Maharawchaa. We hung up on your Chala, Army of Israel, E37 shouting out. And the boy got the one, Banashar, Shalom. And all praises. And then we against Hebrew name real soon. Hallelujah. All praise to my time. Brother T in the building. Shalom.
Shalom. No Christ is a black man, brother. No Christ is a black man.